Good evening, everybody. I'm getting set up for our Monday night ukulele course in fingerstyle and ensemble ukulele playing. And so we're going to go into. Uh, first we got to go tweet this, and then we got to go post the link on the website. So I better go do that first before we get too rambunctious. Website's jollyrogerukulele.com. Um, and there we do Monday through Friday we do daytime classes, and then on Monday nights we do a members only class. And of course, you're welcome to sit in on the class. To get to the sheet music, you have to become a member of the website, and that's super cheap. This is the only thing that costs money, and this is where all the good stuff is, of course. Uh, Link, enter, edit, settings, open a new window, update, and update. All right, so that ought to get people coming in. I'm pretty early, and nobody's coming in here for a little while. Anybody who comes in, hopefully they'll let me know if the sound is good. I'm looking a little weird, kind of a wild afternoon. Maybe I'll take this off. Maybe that will make it less ratty looking. How about that? There, that solved everything. Um, Let's see. First person in will probably let me know if the sound is any good or not. We'll be starting at in about 15 minutes. Um, and I am going to, all right, so we got all that set up. And then tonight, I got to go click on view page. Let's make sure the link is working properly. Oh, and we got a tweet. Did this start working? Yes, it did. HTTH. Well, it worked for a second, then it stopped working. HTT. No. What the heck is going on with it? Maybe I need to put batteries in it. Maybe that's the problem. https:// jolly roger ukulele.com. Enter. All right, and that'll get that. So tweet that. Completely irrelevant whether I tweet or not, apparently, I would think. And we got the link on here. Let's make sure that works properly. Dun, dun, dun. And there we are. And so then all we need to do is go make sure I have all the sheet music in my gadget here. Scroll down here, click here for more information. Dun, dun, dun. Scroll down here, go to the members section. Click one more time. It's kind of the sheet music's a little buried on the website. It is for members, and so I need to download. We made Christmas Time is Here. We turned that into the song of the week, so we'll be talking about that shortly. Let me go here. We're doing a baritone version of it, a low G version of it, and a high G version of it. And oddly, they're all identical. So the only thing that's different is the actual standard notation. Songs. All right, so that's Cloud for Jolly Roger. And download into ukulele. Back to here. Go get Christmas Time is Here. Yeah, dun dun. Christmas. HIJKL. Christmas Time is Here. We're going to be downloading low G PDF and high G PDF. Okay, so let's download those bad boys. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so there's that. Okay. Downloaded, completed, 2 files. Okay. Okay. Gadget's running kind of slow. And then I'm going to go out of ukulele and into baritone. And I'm going to go back to the cloud. Christmas Time is Here, baritone PDF. Download that bad boy. Click OK. Dun, dun, dun. And it's down. Okay, that means I can then get out of here. And we'll go to storage. Let's give one of them a try. Make sure they're working. Download Baritone. Christmas time is here. Okay, and I don't think this is in tune. That's my thought. Like, that doesn't even sound like the song. Must have been doing some weird tuning thing. Let's try that one instead. Let's see how that sounds. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. All right, let's see. Oh, Lanny's in. Hey, Lanny, good evening. Sound is okay? All right, that's nice. Lovely. We're working on that. Manette. Oh, Manette. Delightful to see you. We have been missing you during the daytime. Maybe you're sneaking in and just not logging in, but glad you're here tonight. Yeah, Christmas time is here. I put that on the web page, guys. So go ahead and take a minute to go download that. And then I'm 99% sure everything else I have is already downloaded. Let's see. I'm in Baritone. That's why. I'm like, uh-oh. Very first file I look for isn't there. Let's see if it came in. And I chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Okay. Yep. All right. So we got that's fine. And I'll make my mea culpas here shortly after everybody gets loaded in. Hey, Marie, happy Thanksgiving to you. And Manette. Oh, okay. Well, how are they going? Am I any good on recording? I don't know. All I know is that I'm recorded. I don't really ever, I think I've listened to 2 or 3 minutes total of all of my recordings. So hopefully I'm not as ridiculous in the recordings as I am live. Wonderful. You're very kind, Manette. Oh, gosh, that's so funny. Linda is here. Welcome in, Linda. Glad to see you tonight. Valerie, did we miss today? Did I see you today? Were you playing hooky? I'm trying to remember if I saw you today. Vic, hello, Vic. I saw every class today. And Pele, you made it in. Yay, exciting. We got your membership straightened out. We got your, hopefully, went and got all your sheet music, right, Pele? It's over on the member section page at the top. So make sure you have all that. Hey, Diane, welcome in. Diane's got a brand new baritone ukulele, so that's exciting. Um, I've got my old crummy one over here. No, it's not crummy. It's wonderful. Diane's is better than mine. So that's how it works, right? You raise the babies up from little seedlings, and then one day whoosh, they fly off in their bed, and that's that. All right, let's see. Oh, chemo today. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. I was thinking I don't think I saw Valerie today. So, how's mom doing? Those. It seems like with everyone I know who's been through chemo, the day of isn't terrible. It's about 3 days later, and that's the day that's like, oh man, I hate this. Oh, how's it going for her? Hmm. All right, let's see here. June is in. Hey, June. Welcome in, June. Is John there? Always checking. June and John, they're a matched set. Occasionally, John does his own thing, which is not really. I mean, it's just not acceptable in my mind. All right. Well, let's see. She's doing okay so far. Okay, good, good. Yeah, some people just they roll through chemo, not a big deal. Others it really beats them up a little bit. I think probably beats up everybody a little bit. So yeah. Let's see. Hello, Michael. Janice. Hey, Janice. Welcome in. Good to see you. I miss seeing you during the week, Janice. Let's see who else is here. Christine. Red is here. Watch out, you guys. The snarkiness is about to begin. Uh, let's see. Okay, he's finally getting on that. John just living his own life. All right. Um, so I will issue a couple mea culpas here as people are loading in. Hey, Linda, welcome in. The member section did not get the update this week that I wanted it to, but here's what happened. I've got Christmas in Killarney done, I think. I have, thanks to Michael, I've got Colorado Christmas well underway. I think I have Frosty the Snowman done, and I'm pretty sure I have Mele Kaliki Maka done. So I intended on posting all of those this afternoon. But I had to go get some. I had to go. Speaking of chemo, I had a basal cell cancer here. They had to go burn or do whatever they do, and so it didn't take very long, of course, because they're not. They just chop them off. But the waiting room took longer than I thought, and then it took me longer to get home than I thought. So I just ran out of time. So this week, you'll get at least 4 more tunes posted. I have Ave Maria mostly done, and I'm by the Schubert one, and then of course I've got Aspen Glow. I haven't started typing it in yet. And Moonglow I have to type in. But other than that, we've got I got a whole bunch of stuff ready to go up. I just didn't get it posted today. So I apologize. Over the next couple of days, I'll get the rest of those up on the site. And unfortunately, the post processing, writing them is one thing that takes a little while, but getting the MP3 right, getting the PDFs, getting all that stuff loaded onto the website, and it just takes longer than I wish it would. And so we've got more coming, and it should be here in the next day or two, and it should be lovely. Okay, so we'll be in good shape. Plus, I think, to be perfectly honest, between the music on this page and the music on the front page, I think you guys have enough music to keep you busy, at least for a little while. So we're gonna get started. Evelyn is here. Evelyn has her Logi. I grabbed out my Logi as well because I want to talk about Christmas time is here, and so I grabbed my Logi out tonight. Didn't I make fun of Logis last week? And then Red's being good. Christine, I had to be honest. I'm not exactly positive you know what being good is. All right. Yeah, I love Ave Maria. Ave Maria. Ave Maria is going to be a mixed bag because the melody is there's not a ton of melody there. It's all in the arpeggio. Turns out it's pretty dang hard. I've got it written as a duet that works fine, but as a solo piece, it's going to be a lot. Oh yeah, for all the Santa Claus stuff is coming. Yeah, I don't like people to have to deal with Santa Claus right off the bat. I like to give you like these sort of ones that make us feel sort of fancy, right? Uh, you know, Ave Maria. We're going to play Ave Maria. Oh, um, but yeah, for all the Santa Claus stuff is coming for sure. Diane, don't worry. I got you covered for Santa Claus. Annie is coming. Annie's in. Hi, Annie. Mame made it in. Phew, finally figured it out. Yay! So glad you're here, Mame. Um, and Barbara is here. Good evening, Mary Ann. Hello. All right, so let's get started. I want to just go down the list for a little while, then we'll come back to Christmas time. So let's go right to chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Let's talk about that one. Whoops, gonna go get the conductor version of this. What I do want to remind you is that the real purpose of the Monday night class is to really focus in on playing with no apologies for mistakes. Right during the day, I play quite a bit slower. I want to have people work through some of the more foundational aspects of stuff. But at night, I feel like hopefully you're here. One, because you have a job and you're a hardworking person, and two, you've just been, or maybe you live in a different part of the world. The date 3:00 in the morning doesn't really work out for you, and so we just want to do the best we can. Not terribly instructional on Monday nights, because you probably know what you're doing by the time you end up coming up here. Let's go grab chestnuts roasting on an open fire. As with all of the pieces that we have 3 ways to play it. This one has more officially. You've got your chords, and for both baritone and for ukulele on here. So if you are working on chord playing, just you want to just keep up the same pacing as me. My pacing is not perfect by a long shot. So if I speed up, you have to speed up. If I slow down, you have to speed down, or you know how that works. But basically, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. And then if I slow down, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Right. So you got to play. We're playing in an ensemble fashion. In other words, you and I are playing a duet. And your job, no matter which way you elect to play the piece of music, your job is to play along with me. And since I can't hear you, we'll be an iffy duet at best. If we were both sitting in the same room, we would be constantly agreeing on any tempo changes. But here, you just have to accept any tempo changes I have. A lot of times, my tempo changes are because I get in a bit of a pickle. So you can play with chords. And by the way, if you have a nice singing voice, I'd love to hear you sing. Second way is to just play straight melody, and every single piece of paper I ever put out, with the exception of one today, has the melody written on there. And then obviously tough uke is always something I encourage all of you guys to try. And then finally, baritone, you also have your melody line too. With baritone, what I would probably do is play it with chords one time and then go back and play it with melody one time, when we do a repeat. This song doesn't repeat, does it? This song straight through. We'll play it at least twice, but if I was a baritone player, I'd want to know how to pluck melody pretty reliably. But the truth is, for baritones, the main job we do use your instrument for is accompaniment. And so you will be playing a lot of chords, even when you get with other instrumentalists. And then, and again, big thing is when scary things happen in the song, it can't matter. You just have to move on. I will point out very quickly, measure 6 for ukulele players. You've got a G sharp minor 7th sitting there. That's a bar chord here. You use your middle finger on the 2, ring finger here, and pinky finger there. So that G sharp minor 7th. Okay, it's a beautiful chord. I will very likely blow it every time I get to it. One way to make it a tiny bit easier is index, middle, and ring, and then don't hit the top string. And that's one way to make it a little bit easier. And I don't think that anything else we need to discuss overly much. It stays pretty much in first position throughout the rest of the piece. I'm going to play the tough uke line. I'm going to be using my thumb. I'm going to try to keep the tempo steady, maybe about 80, 85, somewhere in there. And let's see how we all play together. See some stuff going on here. Patty made it in. Hey, Patricia. Pauline made it in. Pele. I thought I printed all the songs, but I don't have Christmas Time Is Here. Can you send it to me? I just posted it, Pele. We'll talk about it tonight. No need to worry about rushing over and printing it right now. I just posted it maybe 30 minutes before class. So we will talk about it tonight, but you don't need to have it in front of you. Okay. Thanks, Bailey. Bailey's been on a mission to get caught up with all of this paperwork, and I appreciate it. It is a lot. All right. From the top, play with me if you can. Pick your poison. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's a little too slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pretty rough beginning. Let's go back and do it again. I think my tempo was all over the place a little bit. Hey, Linda, welcome in. Sandy made it in. Very good. Hey, Jazz, welcome in. All right, so chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I think my tempo was a little fast and a little bit all over the place. And that G sharp minor seventh is eating me alive. So boom, 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 boom. Okay. If you can get it, isn't that nice? Okay, so that time I went through my thumb. This time I'm going to use my claw, see how we do, see if I can get a little bit steadier, more steady tempo. Play with me. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, ready, play. right. Still a little rough, less rough, right? That's all we're looking for is improvement in who we were 5 minutes ago. That's what we're working on. One more time through. Eep. Patricia says, "Oh dear, oh, yoli pookie." um, yeah. So let's slow it down a little bit more, right? If you're playing tough, that's a lot, right? There's a whole lot of stuff going on there. If you're playing melody, probably still quite a lot. This thing gets away on you here and there, and then of course, obviously, playing with my weirdo timing is challenging. So I don't like eep, right? Let's slow it down again a little bit more. Okay, nice and pleasant. Let's enjoy the ride. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, getting closer. Okay, how we feeling? How we feeling out there, peeps? Page turns a little rough, right? You know, you got an A minor when you turn the page. That's the big. That's sort of my big takeaway when I'm got ugly page turns. Just know what's in the first measure of the next page, right? Sometimes I'll write it down on the bottom of that end of the second page just to remind, hey, A minor. And then you can just at least get something of the chord and try to survive. So much better at a lower speed. Okay. Okay. So, and again, we would be working with this face to face. This is what you'll do once they let us back outside again. By the way, don't go outside. I had to go to the doctor today. And the whole time I'm like, who's got it? Who's got it? One of 64 is going to give it to me. Are you number 63? All right, you're fine. 64, you're in trouble. But well, eventually they're going to let you back in together. You go grab a sheet like this. You sit down with a friend. They play chords. You play melody. It's great. Or you play tough uke, better yet, and they play whatever they want, and probably chords to help you keep your pacing a little bit. A little hard for me because I don't hear you accompanying me. But to get it together, right, it's going to go really nice. Okay. Barbara says beautiful. Okay. Let's slow it down just a smidge more. Let's see if we can't get it right. Okay, from the top, 1, 2, ready, play. How about that? That's better. Okay. Thoughts, comments? How you playing? Feeling pretty good this morning, this evening, wherever time it is where you are. Hopefully that's starting to just settle in into being, who you are. By the way, that piece of music is going to be around until the day you die, so yours might as well spend a little bit of time on it and getting comfy with it. It is an older arrangement for me. I can definitely see some things in that I don't do the same anymore, but it's still pretty solid and is holding up. And hopefully, you're enjoying that, playing that one. And those of you guys that are coming in a little bit late, I wanted to let you guys know that I had several things I was going to get posted tonight. They are done-ish, I think almost all of them. But my doctor's appointment ran late, blah, 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 what have you. And so I only got one thing posted new for today. But this week, I'm going to probably tonight and some tomorrow, I'm going to be finishing up posting some other stuff. So I did want to say I haven't started on Aspen Glow yet. Ave Maria, I have a first draft that's pretty solid done. As a duet, it's awesome. As a tough uke, it's going to be like, what in the heck is he doing to us? You have Chestnuts on the Roasting on Open Fire. Christmas in Killarney is done. Not posted yet. It will be. Christmas Island is the next one I want you guys to be pulling up. So we're going to play that one a few times through tonight. And then I did post Christmas Time is Here. That's the Charlie Brown one. And I posted a high G version, a low G version, and a baritone version because it does not work as an ensemble piece. Okay, so we'll talk about what that means for each of you. Colorado Christmas, thanks to Mike, who has logged in tonight. Mike went through and tabbed out the whole thing for me to get the melody and the chords put together. And so I'm going to get a tough uke together for you. So that one won't take me too much longer to finish that one up. Frosty Frosty the Snowman is getting posted this week. Mele Kalikimaka is getting posted this week. Moonglow I haven't started on, but I will. And then, of course, you guys have Silver Bells. We wish you Merry Christmas and White Christmas. So we got plenty of good music. And if you haven't done it already, go to the front page of Jolly Roger Ukulele. There's at least a dozen Christmas songs posted on there right now. Go download them all. There's only 4 or 5 for baritone right now, but there'll be more. But there's plenty for ukulele on there already, and we're probably going to post double that or even triple that by the time Christmas is here. So be checking in, even if you're just if you're one of those people with a job and you have to work during the day. Stop by the website, check out the front page, double check the member section that I haven't. I'm writing like crazy as fast as I possibly can, guys, to get you as much as I possibly can, so that you're going to have plenty to keep your family busy listening to you become a great musician. And all of you are already great musicians, but you especially will come by and fix the just pick up lots of sheet music, right? Because the next 5 weeks, I think, we're going to be overloading that. So, all right, other thoughts here. Getting there. I've never had roast. You've never heard roast. I've never had. Oh, she's never had roasted chestnuts. I don't even know if I know what a chestnut is. Linda's okay with it. Good, Bonnie. Hi there. We did sound great, didn't we? All right, Christmas Island. This is one of my favorites. I love this thing. Christmas Island. And before we get to, we'll talk about Christmases here in just a minute. Christmas Island. Got a nice little intro here. And then 2 different speeds, right? We have an intro, and then we have a kind of a slower melodic dun, 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 right? And then a little bit jazzier. How'd you like to spend Christmas? And I'm peeking through. Tough Uke is not terrible on this one. It's fairly playable. You do have a B7 down in major 34 that looks scary, but it's really pretty straightforward. Last week, I won't remember which one of you baritone players mentioned we have the wrong grid on measure 32. The baritone piece, you guys have a C chord. It says C chord, but you have the grid for the ukulele C chord. I forgot to change that one. So make sure that when we get to that, you don't play a G chord or it'll sound funny. And then, yeah, I don't think there's anything too terrifying in here. So let's go through and play it once. We'll take it nice, slow pace, and then we'll see what we can do to jazz it up just a little bit. Okay, so from the top, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 7. Let it ring out, and then here we go. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, and then go all the way back. I'll give you a minute to get your pages set up. Page to measure 16 and go. How's that one coming? That's a fun song. Couple of places that I got blown out a little bit. Measure 8. Okay, the B7, and then you're supposed to put your pinky up on that note right there. Probably that's the easier way to play it. But other than that, it gets a little repetitive. It's where you sort of find what you're looking at there. Thoughts, people? How you playing? What's good about that? What's not good about that? Tempo wise, how are we doing? Are we surviving? Sometimes when you don't put anything in the chat box, I start to think the chat box is broken. If it is, it is, and I don't know what to do about that. There's no way to fix it once it breaks. Let's see. At the very minimum, will one of you guys send me a text and say, yeah, we're still hearing you? The chat box dies more at night than during the daytime. We don't have, every now and then the room will, oh, there it comes. A little slow. Okay, there we go. All right, it's working fine. All right. Don't text me. It's fine. All right, Diane says a little bit slow. Okay. Linda says it works. We are just playing. Oh, you're just working out your trouble spot. Okay. Thanks, Vic. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing my trouble spots live. All right. Still with you? All right. Pauline's good. All right. So we're on board still. We're all online. All right. You guys get all focused in on playing. That's what I forget about. I forget that you're actually trying to make music. All right, here we go. Yes, my uke melody was much easier for me to stay with you. Okay, good, good, good. Sandy says nice. Mike's needing a little practice. Sound is great. We're here working at this tune. Okay, good. All right, good. Get a little panic. I'm a little gun shy with YouTube because mostly it works, but every now and then it doesn't, and then it makes me sad when it doesn't. I like to play it one more time, a little bit slower, maybe not a little bit slower, maybe about the same speed. It's definitely it's a fun one, I think. Okay, from the top, just as we did it the last time, all the way through to the bottom, and then back up. 1, 2, 3. Look up, little showbiz. Here we go. Go. Ah. 16. Go. Oh, that's a delightful tune. Really, really possible for you to have some pretty top level piece of music there, right? Ba-da-da. If you can get that up to a little bit faster speed, it should be fun. Sounds great. Have to sneak out for lunch now. See you next time. Thanks, Janice. Lunch. She's going to lunch. Lunch on a Tuesday. Janice, delightful to see you. Thanks for being here. Um, I know, poor thing. She probably got a job too. Yes. Um, all right. Christmas Island. Love it. Um, by the way, if you have, if you took time to print it out, that's great. If not, there's no big deal. I'm going to run through. Christmas time is here. It's not set up for us to play together. There's a baritone version, a low G version, and a high G version. High G and low G are fine playing together. Baritone, you guys have exactly, this is a baritone solo piece. It's not an ensemble piece. I'll change the website to say solo piece. Yours is exactly the same fingering. And I just wanted to very quickly give you a couple of thoughts on this. The opening of it is a little bit less familiar. Okay, so it's pretty funky, the beginning part of that. And yeah, I didn't give you chord grids because there are chords that are here, but they're too weird to worry about. Okay, so that's your intro, and then after that comes what you'd expect from Charlie Brown. That little 5 through 12 repeat. So just make sure that you know that little section there you do twice. And then this next section you'll repeat also. A major 13. It's a super fun chord to put on 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's all of those. And it doesn't matter if you're low G or high G baritone. It doesn't matter. All of them have the same fingering, and it sounds cool. Okay, and then I would do a bar with 2 4s in front. Back to that crazy shape. Okay, that's little 3 and a 4. It's supposed to be a hammer-on. But it doesn't matter if you hammer on. Just play them as fast as you can. Okay, and then 17. Section feels very complete, and then at 21 you go back to the main idea. And then don't linger, and when you get to 27 and you're going to do the repeat back to 13, don't linger too long there. It's supposed to be. Okay, so you're supposed to go very quickly back there. And then your last chord when you come down, and the second time you played that section going into 28, that's how you end that C major 7th at the end there. So just know it's a very minimalist piece on the paper, and all of your chords are weird. Not every chord is weird, but most of the chords are weird because you're jazz, and this is high level jazz. Guaraldi knew what he was doing, and so you've got some pretty sophisticated chording in there. You see some D minors floating around in there, and you see a G minor floating around in there, and there's a D7 sitting out there. A handful of chords that you recognize, but most of the chords in here are going to be modifications of chords we work on a day-to-day basis, and so almost all of them have something weird about them. And the piece plays really well. It's just a really nice piece of music. So take your time to fool around with that one when you have a second. Let's go on and play. I will be posting Colorado Christmas, posting Frosty, posting Mele Kalikimaka. I'm going to get started on Moonglow. Let's go over to Silver Bells. Guys, we have the one on the front of the website and the one that you guys have for ukulele are the same. Baritone, yours, you have a solo version. Sorry, Baritone, you have the ensemble version here. And I will be creating a solo version of this if I haven't already. So this is one of the modern tunes that I think everybody ought to have. It's really very classic in its construction and really a nice piece of music. Let's see. Saw a few other things. Let's see. Sounds great. We are here. Janice Paley says, I never heard this song before, but I like it. The Christmas time is here. If you've seen the Charlie Brown special, you've heard it's 2 or 3 pieces stuck together, and it works. It melts that Red's art. Yeah, if you're a Charlie Brown fan, and by the way, I am Charlie Brown. I grew up thinking I was Charlie Brown. I'm just that guy, right? Just big head, big round head, not particularly smart. So I watched a lot of Charlie Brown, and I were kindred spirits. And so that song actually means a lot to me too, Red. So that's kind of good that Red and I, we have a sensitive spot here in our hearts. Silver Bells, let's play it. Okay. Again, pick your poison. If you are a melody or a singer, city sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. Please stop doing that on ukulele, by the way. And then if you are newer, you're playing melody, of course, okay, as I talk about every single day. And then, of course, I'd like you to play tough uke. I pretty much have already put in the fingerstyle notation for this. We've been working on this piece for years, and so I don't know if there's that much more you can add to it fingerstyle-wise. Baritone players, you have the low voicing here, so if you're playing melody on a baritone, you kind of have your work cut out for you. It's hard to play all those low notes up here on the 4th string, so do the best you can, and let's see how we do. 1, 2. I'm sorry. To the top. There you go. How we do? Give me a little feedback. Bailey says, I'm playing my ukulele because I'm more challenging to me, and I'll just practice baritone on. Yeah, right. Yeah. So a lot of you guys now are starting to be multi-instrumentalists, hence the need for tablature. Those of you guys that are one instrument, I only play one instrument. You can use the standard notation just fine. You get where you know how things are, and you can do that. Have a couple of friends that decide, yep, I'm taking up classical guitar, and I'm going to use standard notation, and you're like, good luck. Right. I don't necessarily and once you do that, of course, you are kind of sort of stuck with that instrument, finding out, well, that note means this on this instrument, and standard notation varies from instrument to instrument. So if you start becoming a multi-instrumentalist, you got to figure out where these individual notes are on every single instrument, or you got to use tablature, right? Let's see. Vic says that's a lovely arrangement. It is a lovely arrangement, isn't it? I'm going to play. We're running out of time, so I don't want to play it again. But yeah, it's a really nice arrangement. That one should work pretty well for you. Let's go play White Christmas before we play We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I want to make sure to get it in. It's a good piece of music. So go grab White Christmas for me. White Christmas. White Christmas. At the bottom of the music, measure 34 and a half, I wrote out my grid shape for the G minor 7th. It's a bar on 5, and then that same daggone G sharp minor 7th from our first song tonight from Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. Same exact chord, it's just on 5 rather than 1. Okay, so that's that G minor 7th. That's how we finish that up. So that one, you might want to write yourself a little chord grid there. Everything else in the song is going to more or less be what we practice on it on a weekly basis around here. And not that anything's easy, but some of this stuff starts to become a bit repetitive and stuff you can probably start to just get where your eyeballs are tracking with it. And you're like, oh, I've seen that a million times. That's that. That's that shape. So hopefully that makes sense for you. I noticed I didn't change the website on here. I need to fix that. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Let's give this a try, see how we do. Charlie Daniels never could read music, right? That comes up a lot. There are a lot of relatively well-known musicians who don't read music. It's always a tiny bit misleading, right? Because if you don't read music, you have two choices. Don't play high-level stuff. Memorize everything. Play with a band that does read sheet music. And Charlie Daniels did the third. Okay. So not reading sheet music is okay, as long as you have a backup plan. I know lots and lots of guitar players that I don't need no stinking sheet music. Yeah, but they're playing, Blowing in the Wind and Ghost Riders in the Sky. They're playing stuff that's pretty straightforward, and they're almost always singers. They're almost always playing chords and backing it up with their voice, and that's fine. I'm not against that. Good for them, right? But why not learn how to read music? It doesn't make you a worse musician. It doesn't make you dumber, So take some time to figure that out. It is not required to play ukulele. It is not required to play guitar. It is not required to play baritone. It is not required to play harmonica. Not required to play mandolin. Balalaika, Some of these others, you don't. It's not required to learn how to play sheet music, and I just think, why not learn a little bit about it? You don't need to know everything about it. And certainly on our instrument, we're going to use tablet. We're going to default to tablature every time because it's a better system for this instrument. But I do think getting where you can. If you want to play high level stuff as a soloist, you got to either memorize everything or you have to be able to use sheet music. And I'm not a memorizer. So that's why I get really, really good at playing tablature. From the top, White Christmas. I'm going to play the tough uke. It looks like I'm going to be, looks like a whole lot of 4-finger patterns. So I think I'm going to claw this one through. And you find your way of playing it, chords, melody. Baritones, you got both chord and melody. And let's see how we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. The top. Second ending. That's a good song. That's a good song. That makes me happy. Let me know how that one's going for you. We're running out of time. We won't play We Wish You Merry Christmas till next week. This week, very quickly, I want to make sure that you are not. Uh, if you're sending me emails, please keep doing it. I am behind on them, as always. I will be catching up with them. Play through all of the stuff in the book. What we really are shooting for is toward the middle of December when we decide, yep, this will be the last one for the season, that we can just play, that Gary says nothing. We walk in, we turn it on at 7 o'clock, and we just zip through all of this music. We have a lot more music coming up for you this week. And so Christmas in Killarney is a fast, fun one. Colorado Christmas is, I can't quite figure out if I like it or not. Frosty the Snowman, Mele Kalikimaka. Moonglow is one that Cindy recommended. I don't know a ton about that song, but it ended up in this group. I don't even think it's a Christmas song. We'll find out. Ave Maria, Aspenglow, all that stuff. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful holiday season. And again, we've talked about this before. Even if you're not particularly into Christmas music, the music is good, right? The melodies are good, the chords are good, and it's going to make you a better player for the other music you play. And so please keep at it, keep focused in on it. I know lots of you guys have jobs and can only be here one night a week. And boy, I sure appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me that you're taking time out of your Monday nights to put this together. Keep your books out, keep your ukulele where you can play, sit down as often as possible, and just make that really a joyful part of your life. We are in this weird time in the world, so you got to keep your sanity. And playing music is really good. It's this little mental escape pod that you can, for half an hour, 45 minutes, just disappear into a bunch of weird symbols on a page and turn it into something beautiful. So hopefully you're enjoying the arrangements and keeping at it. Make sure you let me know what's going on with you in your real life. Finally, we got Thanksgiving up on Thursday. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you already called your family and said, heck no, I'm not coming. I've seen these pictures. You're like, oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy out there. So instead of doing that, just pick somebody nearby and do a random act of kindness for them. Let's make sure we're safe. This bug is real. It will kill you. Don't go anywhere near it. Practice a little bit. I don't know if that's that great. Please also remember to keep showing up. This is what will make you a great musician. You showing up here is going to make you a good musician. Everything else you do might make you good. This will work. I promise. This business of showing up, you will just get better and better and better. And then finally, like and subscribe if you haven't done that. I am told at some point that this will mean something. I'm very excited. I'm starting to get some copyright robots going through my website, through my YouTube page, going, hey, you played it on one of our songs. And so the little robots are out to get me now, which I'm very excited about. So there's that. Hope you guys are wonderful. And I miss seeing those of you guys here locally. And I love seeing you guys that are around nationally and internationally joining in for this. This is a good thing. Let people know what you're doing. It really is. This is not common what we're doing here. And it's a little hard for people to understand what you're doing. It takes them 4 or 5 runs at this, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I see what he's up to. I see what that guy's up to. And I'm going to turn you not only into a great player, but a great teacher, a great ukulele thinker, a great musician. More, who cares what instrument you're on? And we're going to put all that stuff in your noggin. I don't know what good it'll do you, but that's what we're working on. So there we go. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Sandy, coming along well. That's all we need. That's all I want to hear, right? Get a little better than last time. Manette, you're absolutely welcome. Delighted to see you, Manette. Patricia, I will see you throughout the week. She checks in with several classes each day, and that's lovely. Vic, I will see you at every class every day. Vic said, I feel like I'm in college again, running around from lesson to lesson. I feel like I'm in college too. Jasmine, so delightful to see you. Love that song, challenging and super fun to play. It's a beautiful piece, isn't it? I just think that's one of the great pieces, great arrangements that I have, and I love playing that one. Evelyn, good to see you. I'll see you in the morning. Pauline, have a wonderful Thanksgiving to you as well. Michael, Colorado Christmas. I'm going to get it finished up, Michael. It's going to be great. Bonnie, good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Enjoy some green chili and really some red chili for me, right? That's what I miss. That's it. That's all I miss. Marianne, good to see you. So delighted you made it in tonight. Let's see, Diane, well, thank you for everything. I hope that baritone's going to be your new thing. Lanny, it is good to see you as always. Marie, Cheerio, cheerio. I've been watching Great British Bacon Show, and one of the guys always says, "Cheers," right? I love that. Linda, great songs. Hope you are feeling better. Uh, oh, I'm feeling okay. Yeah, they just chopped open my chest a little. Not a big deal. Uh, thanks, Barbara. It is fun, right? Pele, mahalo, mahalo. Aloha, my friend. I will see you tomorrow or down the road here. So delighted you joined too, Paley. I know the technology behind this thing is complicated, but I'm glad you were able to beat it. Vicky, I miss seeing you every single day. We have to have a rule that Vicky must attend all classes all of the time. I think you were in a couple of them today, right? Good to see you, Vicky. Glad. I hope it's nice and chilly and snowy up there in Bozeman. Red, can robots get with that? Robots can do. The robots are ridiculous. They flagged me for playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Can you believe that? Yeah, I was going through and I was like, hey, there's a copyright strike. That's weird. Why? And I logged in and there and it tells you where they say you are violating their copyright. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Yeah, screw you, robots. Thanks for everything, Gary. Love White Christmas and just. Yay! That you guys are lucky. Both of you know how to play, right? And you live in you live. He can't get away from you, June. He's on chords. You're on vocals, or you're on chords and vocals. He's on instrumental. That's lovely. Nice job. Great. Good to see you, June. Hey, John. Have a great one. Minette. Christmas time on Logi will be fun to play. It's definitely a solo piece. It's not going to be an ensemble piece ever. So I wanted everybody to have their own solo version. Caitlin. Oh, so delighted you were seeing. I know that, Caitlin. You gotta take that baby down to the fire station and play more ukulele with us, right? Good to see you. So delighted you made it in. Linda, thanks for everything. Thank you for everything. And Linda, good night. Thank you, Annie. We'll see you soon. Valerie, glad you're back. Tell your mom, give your mom a hug for me. And Mame, good to see you, Mame. Glad you made it in too. All right, guys, that's enough. I will see all of you down the road somewhere. Have a great night. Oh, okay. June, tough uke and vocals. That's too much. That's too much. My brain would melt. Oh, good job, June. Seriously, June's a better musician than I am. I don't really like her that much. All right, June. Good to see you. Good to see all of you guys. Have a wonderful night, and I will see all of you. Some of you tomorrow, and some of you next week. Have a great Thanksgiving if I don't see you, or whatever. If you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, have a wonderful Thursday. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.